It's Saturday night, hello and welcome to Live Sounds here on Dune 107.9 FM. I'm Martin Hovers-Hovden.
And I'm Louis Hobson.
And we're here every Saturday from 6 to 8 with the very best music by unsigned bands from Sefton, West Lancashire and surrounding areas. So, Lewis, who do we have in the studio with us tonight?
In the studio tonight, Martin, and all the listeners, we have the very talented band White Heat. Woo!
And in fact, what I'm going to do, you've got the microphone. Andrew, do you want to just introduce yourselves and tell us what you play in the band and anyone you want to say hello to?
Okay, hello world, I'm Andrew Fisher and I play the keyboards and I'm the lead vocalist for White Heat.
Hello, I'm Sean Osgood, I play lead guitar.
I'm Ben Fulton and I play the drums.
And unfortunately our bassist Andrew McGarry couldn't make it tonight, but hi Andy.
What's wrong with your bassist?
I think it was work commitments. He's the only member of our band who has a job. So.
All right. Well, you've got to earn the money. I know you've got a pile of your family and friends in our reception area now, and I'm sure they're all listening. So, do you want to say hello to them? Give a shout out to them or anybody else who's listening, either through the radio or on computer?
Yeah, I'd just like to say hello to obviously all the family and friends who are listening tonight, especially to my mother who's listening all the way in New Zealand tonight.
Why are you in Southport and your mum is in New Zealand?
Families are strange. But anyway,
right, we won't go any further with that one.
We'll keep it at that.
I'd like to say hello to my nan and my gorgeous girlfriend, Justine Escuff.
Hi Justine.
I'd just like to say...
Now you're going to have to come a little bit closer to the microphone.
I'd just like to say hello to my mum and dad, really, that's about it. Yeah.
Excellent. Now we're going to hear a lot more from the guys from White Heat as the show goes on. Music from their CD, plus a real treat, we're going to have an acoustic song as well. Now the guys from White Heat, let's hear it again for White Heat.
Thank you very much.
You actually had an amazing gig last night. Do you want to tell us about that, Andrew?
Absolutely brilliant gig last night. It was in the Mask, Liverpool, which was formerly Barfly, and Hippies on the Hill, who you had on the show a couple of weeks ago, were performing and supporting as well were Wasted Age, who were on the show last week. But it was absolutely incredible. It was packed. I mean, we sold out the show, and it was just such a brilliant gig. It was just... the atmosphere was brilliant.
Now, to show what a fantastic planner I am for this show, Lewis, we opened with Wasted Age.
I know. You like doing
and now
your planning,
we're now going to hear a hippie song. Do you guys from White Heat have a favourite hippie song?
I have a favourite hippie song.
Which one's that?
It's called In Out, and they've just recently released it, not only a week ago, I think. Yeah.
Well, we haven't got that one, so
that's right.
we're not going to hear that particular song. We're going to hear a song from one of their latest EPs. It's called Make Me Away. Do you know that one?
Yes, I know that one.
And you're listening to Live Sounds here on Dune 107.9 FM. I'm Martin Hovers-Hovden.
I'm Louis Hobson. I'm Donny Green.
And I'm Cameron Maravoot.
And we've just heard the splendid Make Me Away by Wirral Band, Hippies on the Hill, who performed last night with our special studio guests tonight. That's White Heat, and of course last week's guests, Wasted Age. Now let me bring the guys in from White Heat again. You actually come from the posh side of the Mersey, don't you, Wallasey?
Yes, the posh side of the Mersey, it is indeed. We all formed the band there, well, apart from Ben, obviously, who's from Liverpool. But
you all live in Wallasey?
We all live in Wallasey apart from Ben.
Apart from Ben. And when we were talking to the guys from Hippies, they live in Wallasey.
That's right.
And they said, well, I said, what do you think of White Heat? And they said, well, they're very nice, but of course they live in the rougher part of Wallasey. So which part of that is that?
I don't know. I'd say the rougher part was Seacombe myself.
Seacombe.
But wherever.
I used to live quite close to Seacombe, and I lived in Wallasey many years ago.
I'm not saying anything about you, Martin.
I'm sure you wouldn't. Right, we're going to go up to a short break very shortly, but just give us a concise history of the band, Andrew. How did the band get started, and what you're trying to do?
I think we formed in 2008, was
That's
it?
right.
I don't know the month. Do you know the month, Andy?
September 2008.
We originally formed, there were 3 members. We didn't actually have a bassist when we first formed. It's a bit of a shambles. There was Alec DeAngelis, who was on drums, Andy, lead vocals and piano, and myself, lead guitar. And eventually we got a bassist and
started doing a lot of local gigs, pubs, clubs.
How would you describe your music then?
I mean, we we have so many genres we like to do, but we call ourselves alternative rock, basically. So when we set out to start the band, we originally took a lot of influence from bands such as Coldplay, Snow Patrol, but I think gradually as the years have gone by, we've gotten heavier, you know, taking more influence from rock, I suppose. So it's a nice blend, I think.
And we're going to hear some of your music very shortly. And I know you guys, you've been looking forward to coming on tonight's show.
Very much so, yeah.
In fact, I went on to your, I always do my research, and I went on to your Facebook, and it says here, we're very pleased to announce that we're going to be featured as special guests on a 2-hour radio interview on Dune 107.9 FM. We'll be appearing on a fantastic show. Note the use of the word fantastic, Lewis.
I like them words, mate.
It's a very fantastic.
Fantastic show presented by Martin Hovden. Now, it doesn't mention you other guys, does it? It doesn't mention them, it just mentions Martin Hovden.
Martin didn't supply us with the information.
Oops. And they're going to let us... That wasn't deliberate, by the way, Lewis and Cameron and Danny and James, who's not here because James is in North Wales on half-term break.
He doesn't live in Southport anymore.
No, he's off on holidays, isn't he? And you're going to tell us all about your plans for 2011 and your upcoming gigs. So we'll have loads to talk about very shortly. Now, before we go into the break, I asked everyone if they wanted to say hello to anybody, and somebody I want to say hello to give a shout out to. That's Ray Ellington. He's a fellow student of mine. We're doing the part-time teacher training course at Southport College. He's a chef by profession, and he's actually starting a new job on Monday in Accrington, although he lives in Southport. So good luck to Ray. And any texts in yet for White Heat?
We've got one saying, why is Andrew and Ben still single and available when they're such good-looking guys? From Kate from Bootle.
Don't like to be tied down, I think.
Good way to put it.
Life of a rock star, isn't it?
It's a rock star life. Yeah.
Good stuff. Now, we're going to hear some of your music. So if you'd like to introduce the first track for me.
I'd love to. The first track is called Go.
You've not had your music played on Dune FM before, have you? So this is a debut performance by White Heat, and Go.
It's very fitting.
And you're listening to Live Sounds here in Dune 107.9 FM. I'm Martin Hovers-Hofton.
I'm Louis Hobson.
I'm Danny Green.
And I'm Cameron Maravoot.
And we've just heard the really excellent go by our special studio guest, that's White Heat. And guys, I assume you're quite pleased that we're playing your music live on Dune FM tonight?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's great to get your music out there anyway, but the fact that it's going out to New Zealand, in fact, I'd just like to say hi to my mum once again, and if you want to send a message in, please do, Mum.
So you've got your mum listening in New Zealand, you've got all the family and friends in Wallasey.
That's right.
And you've got someone in Bootle. We had a text in before from Bootle as well. So you've got fans all over.
And next door.
And next door, we've got a reception full of family and friends who are going to pop in now and again to take some photos of you guys in the studio here.
Excellent, yeah.
So what was better, last night at the Mask or tonight at Dune?
Oh, they're both brilliant for different reasons.
No, you've got to make a choice. Last night or tonight?
I've got to say Dune, otherwise you'll kick me out.
Well, I'll just no, I won't kick you out. I'll just switch off your microphone. Right then, do you want to tell us about the second song on your CD?
Okay, yeah. We'll hand you over to Ben, who'll introduce it.
Okay, the next song we're going to play is Judgment Day. So that's it, really.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
When you're
And you're listening to Live Sounds here on Dune 107.9 FM. I'm Martin Harvers-Houghton.
I'm Louis Hobson.
I'm Danny Green.
And I'm Cameron Marwood.
And we've just heard the splendid Judgment Day by our special studio guests, and that's White Heat.
Hey!
Smashing. Now, White Heat. Let me ask you a very simple question. Why are you guys in a band? What makes you want to give up your spare time, rehearsing, writing songs, going to gigs, lugging equipment around? What is it about music that makes you do it?
Well, to be honest, I think for all of us, the main reason is it's such a great creative outlet. There's so much stuff you can do with it. It's performing, recording, getting it out there, promoting, advertising. It's all a big machine, which is just really fun to be a part of.
And this is, you started in 2008, so this is your third year.
That's right, third year.
What's your favourite gig so far?
Oh, favourite gig so far?
Last night, definitely.
Last night at the Mask in Liverpool.
Yeah. I think just everything. The vibe, the crowd, the songs, the set that we performed, everything was just really superb last night.
Now that was the easy question to answer. The more difficult one is, what was your worst gig and why?
Oh, well, that's very easy to answer, actually. We're not going to mention any names because that would be disrespectful. But
go on, mention names.
No. It was a gig we did at. It's actually roundabouts where I live. A gig at Vale Park on the bandstand.
Oh, I know the bandstand in Vale.
Yeah,
loads and loads of famous people have performed at the Vale Park bandstand.
That's right. But this gig in particular, we had let's say a cowboy sound engineer, and absolutely ruined the set. Everything went wrong. There were children playing with our equipment. Everything. It's just
were they playing with your equipment while you were performing, or?
No. This was before we were performing. So obviously it's quite difficult to set up your keyboards when half your leads are in a field somewhere. So
well, they say, don't they, that life is a learning experience. What do you reckon you learned from that gig, that famous gig in Vale Park, Southport, and
probably
Wallasey?
use padlocks on your band gear.
Padlocks,
yeah.
Yes. Right, we're going to hear another song by our special studio guest. Do you want to tell us what track 3 is?
This track is called HARLOT Girls, known for its soaring melodic vocals. Hope you all enjoy it.
Excellent.
One, two, three, four.
And you're listening to Live Sounds here on June 107.9. I'm Martin Hoversofton.
I'm Louis Hobson.
I'm Danny Green.
And I'm Cameron Maravoot.
We've just heard the wonderful HARLOT Girls by our special studio guests, and that's White Heat. Let's give them another round of applause.
Thank you very much.
And I've got to say, we've heard 3 so far, but my favourite is still the first one, Go.
Well, thank you very much.
But which of the 3 we played so far, which are your favourite?
Well, I think my personal favourite is the one which we're going to play last on the CD, which is called A Losing Game. There's a bit of a spoiler for you.
A losing game.
A losing game.
We have had a caress for that in a text. I'll mention that in a minute.
Oh,
carry on.
Oh, excellent. What about you, Sean?
For me, I think I like HARLOT Girls because I get to play a cool solo.
What about you, Ben?
Yeah, I would say the same. Probably HARLOT Girls, yeah, definitely.
HARLOT Girls. It's good, but
that's okay.
I just like the opening to Go. I thought that was a really classy opening and whatever, and then it built up, and I enjoyed that very much.
Pause
It's a losing game, so why are you still playing? It's a crying game, the signals you're conveying. It's a funny game, but I don't hear anyone laughing. Is it time to play? Look at all the fun they're having. It's a losing
It's a Saturday night. Hello and welcome to the second half of Live Sounds here in Dune 107.9 FM. What are you guys up to from White Heat?
We're playing a gig in Southport in the Heralds on the Saturday 12th of March, and we're on at 8 p.m.
And that's the Herald in Portland Street, well-known venue, live music venue in Southport. That was Dan Morrison, no doubt, who booked you for that. He organises all the gigs there.
That's right.
And he's a great friend of the show, and I know...
Yep.
In fact, the guys from Driven Overboard and from Slick Cupid, you both played there. It's a good venue.
Great little venue.
That'll be
You know
our
better than
first
us.
Southport gig as well.
Your first Southport
very
gig.
much looking forward to it.
So if you like listening to White Heat on the radio, you can go and see them perform live at the Herald in Portland Street, Southport. Just remind us of the date again, Andrew.
That's Saturday the 12th of March, and we're playing at 8 p.m. at
8
the
p.m.
Herald Southport.
And that will be free admission as well.
Free admission indeed.
Now, let's go back to the first hour. Well, I've got the guys from White Heat with me. The first hour of the show, we played an electro-pop song called Pop Star by Kids on Bridges in Ormskirk. And I think I was telling you while we were listening to that, that's very much an anti-X Factor song. They don't like the commercialism or the falseness, as they see it, of shows like the X Factor. What's your view? If Simon Callow phoned you up and said, I think White Heat are wonderful, come on the X Factor, would you go on the show?
I don't know. I mean, it's a big debate. I mean, if you look at somebody like Jamiroquai, who went on the show over Christmas, and he did it purely and simply for the cash to go on the show, and then afterwards he completely denounced the show.
But he went on as a guest.
That's
Would you
right.
go on as a contestant?
I was a contestant.
Up against other singers and entertainers and whatever.
I'm not sure it was something I would like to do. Not the X Factor or Britain's Got Talent in that respect. Perhaps if they
So,
had a show...
Andrew, Simon Callow phoned you.
Who's Simon
The
Callow?
Simon
Simon Callow is a Shakespearean actor, is he not?
Cowell, then. Simon, his brother, Simon Cowell, phoned you and says, I think White Heat are really good. I'd like them to come on the X Factor. Are you honestly saying you'd say no? You'd turn good old Simon down?
If this was a personal phone call, I'd say I would have to think about it, Mr. Cowell.
Why don't we try it out? Why don't we try it out?
Okay. Go on.
Hello, White Heat. It's me, Simon Cowell.
Hello, Simon Cowell.
Do you want to come on the X Factor?
What are you offering to pay us?
No, just asking if you want to come on the X Factor.
Oh, very tricky. Can we get back to you, Mr. Cowell?
Sure.
No, I don't know.
In the real world.
In the real world.
If someone like Simon Cowell phoned you and said, I can give you massive publicity and a fantastic profile, you'd say yes.
Let's ask Sean.
Well, it seems to me like there's two worlds of music. There's sort of like this underground world. I've seen bands which go around the world, performing all around the world, and they're not televised, but they have a massive fan base. And
Sorry to interrupt, but you're getting away from the main point. You have got the offer of an appearance on the top talent show on TV. Are you going to say yes or no?
Should we do the phone call?
I think I'd say yeah. I'd say yeah, because
You'd say yes.
it'd be great to go on television, everyone watching you, and that'd be brilliant.
And Ben, would you say yes as well?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
So it's just, and would you say yes, Andrew, now you've had a chance to think about it?
Well, the band has to be a democratic decision, so I'd have to say yes, yeah.
That's got you off the hook quite easily, hasn't it?
Thank you,
And, okay, then we go to the next stage. You appear on the show, you win. And Simon Cowell, not Callow, his brother, but Simon Cowell says, I think your music's great. There's one slight problem, it won't sell. So I want you to sign to my record company. The only thing is somebody else is going to write your music for you.
No.
And all you have to do is sing it.
Not a chance, no.
I forgot to mention, this is Simon again, it's £1 million each.
Still no.
No,
Sure,
it's...
say no.
You would turn down £1 million.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to compromise the integrity of the music.
You only have to sing his music for 2 years, and then after 2 years you can go back to your own music.
No, because then the band would have started on false pretenses. I wouldn't do it. Sorry, Mr. Cal.
I'll take that offer.
You'll say, well, I'd do it for 50 quid. I'd sing I would sing anything he wants for 50 quid.
Oh, no.
I mean,
So we all chip in now to Martin will sing. See what we can do.
Cameron, would your band Addicted, would you sign to Simon Cowell for £1 million each?
Yeah.
No hesitation. Lewis, I think I've asked you this question before, but I'll ask you again. You've had plenty of time to think about it. Would Driven Overboard sign to Simon Cowell on condition that he gets somebody else to write your music?
For 2 years?
For 2 years, £1 million a year each.
Well, I reckon if it was with Simon Cowell, we'd be big enough to, by then, hopefully, with the £1 million after 2 years, to buy our own stuff later on, so we might keep going.
So you'd say yes.
But I'm guessing so.
And the guys from Stick Cupid, Danny and Ian, would you say
I'd
yes?
personally say yes, because I always think you get a good following, and then if the people, when you start making your own stuff, they don't like it, well, who cares?
You'll always have
your true followers. And
Ian? A little bit closer.
Well, me personally, I'm quite a traditional punk fan, so I'm just going to say no, mate. No, I just like to do all things. I'm doing it from the start. If I don't do it, I don't do it.
But Ian, if you signed the contract, you wouldn't have to work at Splash World as a lifeguard. You'd have £1 million to buy your own swimming pool.
But I'd have my own decency and I'd feel good about myself.
If Ian said no,
yes,
I'd replace him.
Right. Well, I'm free. Anytime any band who wants me, who's got a contract or a possible contract with Simon Cowell. So now you guys from White Heat have had time to think about it. Andrew, you still going to stick to your principles and not sign?
Yeah, I am.
Well, that's very noble. I assume you guys are late teens?
That's right, yeah. We're all 18, 17.
Do you think when you get to your 30s and 40s you'd say the same?
Haven't thought that far ahead, to be honest.
But you see the point I'm making, that when you're young, you can afford to be idealistic, because I assume none of you guys are paying the bills.
No.
So it's your parents paying the bills. And I reckon all your parents in our reception are saying, take the money, take the money. Even if it's only £1,000, just take the money.
No, I still wouldn't. I don't know, it's just a principle that I have. I mean, I have thought about this in the past, and it's just, I would not do it.
No, I'm not taking the mickey out of any of you guys. Yeah. I think it's very good that you feel so proud of your music. Let's talk a little bit about your music, because all the 4 tracks we've heard played tonight on CD, and the song we're going to hear acoustically later on in the show, all your own material.
All of it, yes.
And who writes the stuff?
Sean and I.
Sean and yourself?
That's right.
And what subjects do you cover in the lyrics?
Well, it's our latest album seems to be covering the subject of females.
Females. I said they were teenagers.
We've got a song called HARLOT GIRLS, a song called Prima Donna, all songs which are very sort of directed towards that subject. I suppose, I don't know.
I think if you look at it in a bigger sense, when we started the band, we actually recorded a full debut album with our old lineup, and all of the lyrics were based on massive themes, with allusions to war, things like that. And then I think the second album's become a lot more personal, and we've covered themes which are closer to heart, I suppose, which is something I've really enjoyed exploring. As you say, there's a load of songs about girls, relationships, people that we know, things like that. It makes for better music, I think. Although we do still like our
what comes first, the music or the lyrics?
Either. We have no process with writing songs. Sometimes I'll be up at 2 in the morning and I'll write some lyrics, or sometimes I'll come up with a riff and then write lyrics to the music. Either way. I think Sean's the same as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're going to hear a lot more from the guys from White Heat very shortly, including that, as I said, the acoustic song. Right then, I think we're going to have a treat now. We're going to get the guys from White Heat to... Andrew, do you want to introduce a song for us?
We'll do. This is an acoustic version of a song off our first album, Go, and it's called I Know That's Me.
Off you go.
prefer to shout, and you know that's me. Every single time I apologize, and you know that's me. I look in the mirror, see a demon, and you know that's me. You're crying again in your room alone, and I know that's you. Oh love, I see you walking away. Oh love, I used to have mercy, but not today. I know you're falling apart, but please not today. I don't want to start, 'cause I'm intolerant, so impatient. That's just me in one rotation. Yeah, I know that's me. Oh yeah, I know that's me. Yeah, that's me. I know that's me. Yes, I am cold-hearted, and you know that's me. The look in your eyes, it tells me you're gone, and I know it's because of me. I wasted your time, and I wanna say that I'm sorry. I wish you were back, but I know you won't, and it's because of me. Oh love, I see you walking away. Oh love, I used to have mercy, but not today. I know you're falling apart, but please not today. I don't want to start, 'cause I'm intolerant, so impatient. That's just me in one rotation. Yeah, I know that's me. Oh yeah, I know that's me. Yeah, that's me. Oh yeah, I know that's me. Oh love, I see you walking away. Oh love, I used to have mercy, but not today. I know you're falling apart, but please not today. I don't wanna start, 'cause I'm intolerant, so impatient. That's just me in one rotation.
very, very much. So if you guys want to get back to the other side of the studio, we'll get everyone set up. Just remind me then, Andrew, what you got hold of the microphone. Just remind me what that was called.
That track was called I Know That's Me.
And I was listening to it through the headphones, and it sounded really, really good. Really pleased with that.
Thank you very much.
Great. We've still got another 24 minutes to go. Lewis, do you want to remind our listeners how to get in touch?
Yes, I will do. If you want to key in the word Dune, leave a space, then type your message and send that to 60300.
Excellent. Any more texts in?
We have had a couple for the boys. He says, great meeting White Heat at the Mass last night. Great bunch of lads. Colin from Wasted Age.
Thank you very much, Colin.
That's Colin, one of the fathers of the lads in Wasted Age, Colin Hipwell.
We've got another one saying, oh, sorry to butt in there.
That's okay.
I believe you had a Christmas song on.
We did indeed. It's called
Could you tell what it's called, he says?
Yes, it's called All You'll Ever Want, and Yule is spelt as in Yuletide. Very, very cheesy 70s inspired Christmas song.
That was last night.
Last night?
When you said Christmas song, as someone was referring to last night.
I didn't say last night. It said, could you tell what it's called so I could check out on YouTube?
That's right.
So
All You'll Ever Want. Y-U-L-E.
So there we go.
Excellent. And still with us in the studio, we've got the guys from White Heat. and that's Andrew Fisher, Sean Osgood and Ben Fullerton. Have you guys enjoyed it so far?
Yeah, absolutely love tonight, and thank you very much for having us on the show.
Is it what you expected?
Oh,
did you think it would be really, boring and very posh in Southport?
No, I've listened to the show before, and it's been a real laugh. It's been really good fun.
You've enjoyed it, good. Now, you mentioned the gig at the Herald. Do you want to remind our listeners about that and any other gigs you have coming up?
Will do. We have the gig at the Herald Southport, and that's on Saturday the 12th of March, and that's at 8 p.m. So if you're in the Southport area, come down please, because it's our very first gig in Southport and it's going to be really good fun. And then I'll get Sean to introduce our gig.
We have a gig on Saturday the 26th of March. It's round one of the Surface Festival at Bumper, Liverpool. The event will start at 7:30, end at 10:30. We are playing at 9:30.
Excellent. And if people want to find out more about White Heat, do you have a Facebook? Do you have a web page?
We do indeed. You can search for us on Facebook. Just type in White Heat and we will be up there at the top, hopefully. And our website is www.whiteheatband.com.
Excellent. Now, as we've said throughout the show, you come from Wirral, as do Hippies on the Hill. In fact, you both come from Wallasey.
That's right.
Apart from one lad who lives in Liverpool. White Heat, Hippies on the Hill. Which is the best band?
Well, you've got to hand it to Hippies on the Hill at the moment. I think they're just...
So Hippies are better than you?
Oh, we play different genres of music. Hippies on the Hill are a hard rock band. They're very, very good at what they do. We're an alternative
Are
rock
Hippies
band.
better than you? That's the question I'm asking. Or are you better than Hippies?
I'm not going to answer that. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend anyone, and I don't want to...
Andrew, you didn't expect easy questions on this show, did you?
I didn't expect easy questions. That's why I'm going to hand it over to Sean.
Oh, cheers, Andy. I knew you'd crack under pressure.
Difficult, is it?
I think, like Andy said, we're both different genres, and you can't say.
Well, we had no problem last week when Lewis was away. I asked Danny which was the best band, Slick Cupid or Driven Overboard, and straight away said Slick Cupid, of course.
Honesty is the best policy.
That's right. And then he said to me,
good one, Danny.
And then he said, who had driven overboard?
He would do, wouldn't he?
You can't ask band
or
members.
did he? No, he didn't say that. I'm telling a lie. He said, are they still going?
It's very difficult for band members to be impartial, so... You forget it. White Heat, we're brilliant.
You say, Andrew, that you listen to the show occasionally. We obviously cover a lot of bands from Sefton and West Lancashire, and we know about Hippies and yourselves from the Wirral. Do you want to tell us about the music scene over in Wirral compared to round here?
A lot of the music scene is hard rock, actually. I mean, there's another fantastic local band called The Black Hand. I think they've worked with Hippies a few times. In fact, Brad from the Hippies produced the Black Hand EP. So definitely check out them. They're really good.
The Black Hand?
The Black Hand, that's right. There's We Were Beautiful, which was formed out of the remnants of an old band called Alexis Blue. They're really good. You should check those guys out. One Little Ship, which was also formed out of Alexis Blue, but it's different band members. They're brilliant as well. And there's a lot of great talent over in Wallasey. the posh side.
Who do you reckon's got the best band, Southport or Wallasey?
Southport or Wallasey? Oh.
Yes. Bearing in mind you're playing at the Herald in Southport in a few weeks.
I am in the Lions Den at the moment, but yeah, I'll say Wallasey. Sorry, guys.
Wallasey.
I'm sure
hang
you're brilliant.
Hang on. There's 1, 2, 3 from the White Heat. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us from Southport. You're outnumbered, especially when we finish this at 8 o'clock and we go outside.
There's got to be a riot outside.
Yes.
Like, should do that thing where Harry Hill, it's like, so which one's better? There's only one way to
That's
find
right.
out.
Yes. And don't worry if you do get beaten up. Hero Ian will be there to rescue you. So still with us from White Heat, we've got Andrew Fisher, Sean Osgood and Ben Fullerton. One final plug for your gigs coming up or your web pages or whatever, you guys.
Everybody, Saturday the 12th of March, we're playing at the Herald in Southport at 8 p.m. This will be our first Southport gig, so please get yourselves down there if you're living in the local area and you've liked us tonight. On Saturday the 26th of March, 2 weeks after that, we're playing round 1 of the Surface Festival, which is an international music festival for unsigned artists, and that's at Bumper, Liverpool, and we're playing at 9:30 p.m. It kicks off at 7:30 and ends at 10:30, so we're right in the heat of it.
Good stuff. And we've heard 4 excellent songs from White Heat, which they recorded on CD, plus a brilliant acoustic song. So you guys have enjoyed it?
We have very much, and all of those songs are available online on our website at www.whiteheatband.com.
They're great guys, and we've also discovered they think they're better than hippies on the hill.
No
and
comment.
I have a feeling some of the hippies guys are listening to tonight's show.
Please don't hit me, guys.
No, only joking. All the bands that we have on the show are brilliant.